Oh my goodness, if you're like me, you have emails piling in every single day, and we just get drowned in all of those email things. And the worst part is, a lot of those emails have assignments for us to get done. So, if you have emails piling up and are having trouble keeping track of what you're supposed to do with them as you're coming in, then this is a tip for you. This is all about Gmail tasks. So, if I have an email, we all get tons of them every day. If I have an email and it requires me to do something about it, for example, I am reviewing the best practices for reading instruction. I got this from our principal. So I have an email here and it's requiring me to do something. So I'm going to click on the More button inside the email and I can add it to my task list. And this pops up a list of items that I have on my to-do list. So I now have a new one that was made using the title of the email, Best Practices for Reading Instruction. So I'm just going to edit that and say, Review Best Practices for Reading Instruction. Now the cool thing about doing it this way is it leaves a little link here that will take me back to the email that I had it from, so it's always referenceable. If I click on the arrow, I can set a due date, do that by tomorrow morning, and I can go back to my list. Now this can just sit down here in my Gmail and always be there and not be used at all. But one of the cool things is it also added it to my calendar. So now I have a calendar over here called Tasks, and my new tasks have updated. I now have Review the Best Practices for Reading, and I can check mark it from there and say that I'm done. I've read my assignment here that I'm taking care of. So I'm going to go ahead and check mark that off. I'll listed it over here on the side, just like in Gmail. And it also updated over here that I have completed that task. So when I review best practices for reading instruction, I can check mark it off of my list. Now it's also available on mobile. So if you want to have your smartphone ready and your QR code, there's not an app for it. So you'll just have to use the website, which is gmail.com/tasks. Or if you'll scan the QR code that's in this video, it will take you to the tasks page. If you're not signed in, it will ask you to sign into your account, which may or may not involve using your password. I'm going to have to re-enter my password. And then if you'll just bookmark that page on your mobile device, it now has a list of the same tasks synced together. So that is the tip for using tasks within email and within your Gmail account. If you'd like to do it in a more quick fashion, you can check mark it here in the email viewer and add that email to tasks. And if you don't want to change anything, it's right there. It's a good way to keep track of all those things that we have to do all the time so you don't get buried in them. I hope this tip helps, and have a great week.